The Little Vampire and the Snowflake Wish. Winter had arrived in the mountains, and Vincent the Little Vampire peeked out of his cave to see the world covered in soft, sparkling snow. "Oh," he gasped. The trees glittered with icicles, the ground was blanketed in white, and snowflakes twirled in the air like tiny dancers. Vincent spread his cape and leapt into the sky, catching snowflakes on his fingertips. Each one was delicate and different, melting as soon as it touched his skin. He had heard the villagers say, "If you catch the first snowflake of winter, you can make a wish." Vincent's eyes grew wide, he cupped his hands, and at last a single snowflake landed right in his palm. Carefully he closed his eyes and whispered, "I wish for a friend to share the snow with." For a moment the night was quiet. Then, squeak! A small voice piped up from the snow below. Vincent looked down to see a tiny white mouse shivering beside a snowdrift. "Oh, hello," Vincent said gently, swooping down. "Are you lost?" The mouse nodded and squeaked sadly. Vincent tucked the mouse into his warm cape and carried him back to the village, where the mouse's family was scurrying near the bakery. The little mouse squeaked happily and wriggled out to join them. The mouse's family chattered in thanks, and Vincent smiled. His wish had come true. He had found a new friend. From that night on, whenever it snowed, Vincent would see a tiny white mouse waving at him from the edge of the village. And Vincent knew that sometimes a single snowflake could bring the warmest kind of magic. The Little Vampire and the Secret Garden. One breezy spring evening, Vincent the Little Vampire flew over the village and noticed something curious. Behind an old stone wall tangled with ivy, a wooden gate stood half open. Vincent tilted his head. I've never seen this before." He slipped inside, and to his surprise he found a secret garden. Flowers of every colour bloomed, yellow daffodils, pink tulips and purple pansies. Tiny bees buzzed and butterflies danced from petal to petal. Vincent's eyes sparkled. "It's beautiful," he whispered. He had never seen such colours, for the garden only opened its gate in spring. As he wandered, Vincent heard a faint rustle. A little hedgehog was stuck in a patch of vines, squeaking softly. "Oh no!" Vincent hurried over. With careful hands he untangled the prickly hedgehog, being extra gentle so he wouldn't get poked. "Don't worry, little one. You're free now." Vincent smiled. The hedgehog sniffed, then waddled over to a patch of strawberries, nibbling happily. Vincent giggled. "You were just looking for a snack, weren't you?" As the moon rose, Vincent sat among the flowers and sighed happily. He felt as if the garden was a secret gift just for him, but he knew it was even better when shared. So every spring, Vincent visited the garden and made sure it was safe for all the little creatures, hedgehogs, rabbits, bees, and butterflies alike. The secret garden became Vincent's special place of friendship and kindness, where even the tiniest visitors felt at home. And Vincent learned that the best treasures are the ones you care for and share. The Little Vampire and the Friendly Ghost. One warm summer night, Vincent the Little Vampire decided to explore the old library at the edge of the village. Its tall windows were dusty, and the wooden doors creaked as he pushed them open. Inside, the air smelled of old paper and candle wax. Rows of books stretched high, their spines faded with age. Vincent tiptoed between the shelves, his cape brushing the floor. Suddenly, whoosh! A pale figure floated past. Vincent froze. It was a ghost. The ghost looked just as startled. "Oh, I didn't mean to scare you," it said softly. "I'm Gregory, the library ghost." Vincent blinked, then smiled. "I'm Vincent. I'm not scary either, I just like stories." Gregory's round eyes lit up. "Me too, but no one comes here anymore. I get so lonely." Vincent thought for a moment. "Then let's read together." The two new friends picked a giant book of fairy tales and settled at a dusty table. Vincent read aloud with his tiny fangs peeking out, while Gregory turned the pages with a gentle swirl of ghostly air. They laughed at the silly stories, shivered at the spooky ones, and gasped at the brave heroes. For hours they read and shared their favourite parts. When dawn's light began to creep through the windows, Vincent stood to leave. "Thank you, Gregory. This was wonderful." Gregory beamed. "Come back any time, Vincent. A library is always happier with a friend." From then on, every week Vincent visited the library at night. Together, he and Gregory discovered new adventures hidden in the pages of books. And Vincent learned that sometimes the best kind of magic is a story shared with a friend.